Another decent strike.
Yeah. They feel great.
Yeah.
They are very soft for sure.
Yeah. Quite a decent amount of spin off with a pitching wedge.
Yeah.
Strike. Really good strike.
Yeah, they do feel great.
Ball speed on them is pretty good.
It's excellent.
Yeah.
Watching the ball and repeat, it's not really doing much different, is it?
No.
Standard deviation looks decent.
Striking it good too.
All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. So, part 2, as promised last week, of our Caley golf review. Lots of really positive comments from you guys who have tried the Caley irons, either the O1 or the O1Ts. We did talk last week that we had an all-forged set. O1CB.
CBs, welcome to the party.
Very nice.
Yeah, they look good.
More of a kind of traditional iron in the sense perimeter weighting. We've got a little undercut channel for sort of some lower CG properties, Mikey.
Yep.
But again, this would be more of your sort of feel story than what was probably a bit more about forgiveness in the O1 and O1T.
Yeah, a forged iron, direct to consumer. That's kind of, I mean, some of them do it, but it's nice. It's nice to have that little bit softer feel. Yeah,
I think the hollow body construction is not for everyone, and sometimes some of the stronger lofts or some of the design sort of philosophies or design features scare people off a little bit, thinking about jumpers, and people think you get inconsistent ball speeds off the hollow body designs. You're obviously not going to get that one here. This is much more of, as we said, a traditional iron.
Yeah.
All right, let's start out with the usual test, guys. Wedge 7-4. From a loft perspective, we've got a 46-degree pitching wedge. I play my pitching wedge at 45, and then, which is pretty cool, the 4-iron and the 7-iron exact same loft. Perfect. Is what I would play mine, 32 and 22.
Love it.
Okay? All right. Before we get going, we always have to talk about the wedge, don't we?
Yeah. High heel.
I mean, as far as high heels go, this is Saturday night.
High heel.
The glossy red stilettos on. That's as high heel as I've seen in a long time. Michael, that's square.
Okay.
Do you remember back to the Titleist DCI days?
Well before my time.
Yeah. DCI have had exceptionally high heel. It reminds me an awful lot of that. Not my cup of tea.
Yeah. Good strike.
Yeah, that one felt pretty good.
Sounded great.
I can't tell you how night and day different that is from that pitching wedge I hit last week.
Really?
I don't know what was the deal with that, but that one felt really good. 103 to 105 is kind of a ball speed window that I like to see pitching wedge at. I don't know what it was with that one last week, but this one felt so good.
That pre-leading edge, pre-worn leading edge kind of helps you a little bit more with the CB because it's definitely not on the T or the regular one. So
yeah, I mean, I'm steep enough that probably shouldn't really be a big factor for me. There's 46 degrees of static loft. There's 36 degrees of delivered loft. So, that kind of 10 degrees of forward shaft lean really should negate that. I just feel like they kind of want to do a little bit of that to the right.
Another decent strike.
Yeah. They feel great.
Yeah.
They are very soft for sure.
Yeah. Quite a decent amount of spin off with a pitching wedge.
Yeah.
And a couple low strikes in there too, and you got away with them.
I think people don't realize how hard it actually is to hit. Like, wedge strikes are always going to be low because of the way the face is sitting away from the ball, right? So it's like, what if we exaggerate it, like, and tilt the loft up to 80? What's been presented to the ball? The low part of the head.
Yeah,
You're never going to get the high part of the head. So, as much as these strikes look low, that's what it should be.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, for us 7-iron, any difference in that offset?
Yeah, I mean, still has that same old DCI look. People who have played golf for a long time and had an old set of tights will know exactly what I mean. Yeah, I mean, what I've probably underestimated over time is a lot of people really like offset.
Yeah.
Lots of people. I'm not one of them, but they love to see it, and I'm just not. That shape. The shape is okay. It's just the proportion of it and where the sort of curves are that I'm not mad about. Well, it really does feel good.
Yeah.
I think the average golfer, to be honest, Mikey, the average golfer is going to see a slightly thicker top line here, hit them a few times and really like the blend of, it looks very forgiving,
Yeah.
but it feels amazing
Feels
off
great,
the
yeah.
face.
Strike, really good strike.
Yeah, they do feel great.
Ball speed on them's pretty good.
It's excellent.
Yeah.
You know, the little kind of milled out part at the back, lower CG, just to make sure you get enough launch. 109 feet of peak height, 48 degrees of land angle.
Yeah.
137 efficiency is good.
32 degrees aloft, but they still, I mean, they go plenty for you.
Plenty.
Good strike.
Build it. Watching the ball and repeat, it's not really doing much different, is it?
No.
Standard deviation looks decent.
Striking it good too.
Yeah, I mean, it's for, and I think it is for a player, to be honest, that is on the stronger end with ball striking.
Yeah.
I think that's where the O1 and the O1T exist.
I think that one thing that we saw earlier though is the first iron that we hit, definitely the spin was in a nice window. Maybe the last couple are a little low, but I mean 5,700 is pretty good.
Yeah, 57's plenty.
Yeah.
It really is. This is not a high spin ball. This is just
No.
standard Pro V. So if you wanted to kick it up, you know, a few hundred RPMs, you really easily could.
Okay, Fraz, the longest iron in the set.
Yep.
Offset wise,
Nice.
shape wise, looks okay.
So if you look at the offset profile, what does the spec sheet tell you?
Offset is 2.5 millimeters. 7 iron is 2.1, and pitching wedge is 1.7.
I would love that to be wider because this looks
Yeah, yeah.
great. This and like in the you know, this high heel that I'm on about, like it looks really good. Looks much shallower down in here than it does in the others. I don't know. The 4-iron looks awesome.
Clean, good. That sounded a little heavy.
Yeah, it's just when you catch them slightly high in the head, it was okay. Again, it was not a terrible one, but high middle. Lost a little bit of ball speed.
Yeah.
It's so easy to find the high part of the head.
Yeah.
Quite unusual, that.
We'll say though, in that high part of the head, it doesn't affect the kind of shot too much.
No.
Strike.
Better one.
Forgiveness rating out of this thing?
I mean, it's equal to what the profile of the head would offer, not more, not less.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It is good. I'm hitting some of these quite nice, and I'm missing a few as well.
Yep.
No complaints. I mean, most of those ones that are lost in ball speed were just high in the head, weren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
So,
Yeah, they still stayed online. It's not like you missed them
No.
or anything like that.
no complaints. Let me give you a couple more. Yeah, decent miss there, Mikey.
Yeah.
But if you can still kind of, again, get it up over 2 to 205 when you catch it, a little bit on the thin side, 207, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's not too bad at all. All right, Mikey. No surprises this week with the pitch and wedge.
No.
Very good. Really liked it.
Performed all right out of the gates.
Yeah, felt very solid. Good kind of control in the spin. Standard deviation was nice. 7-iron was, again, really solid.
Yeah.
No surprises. Those, you can kind of start to see some trends with these tests. That 124, 125 is what 7-iron for me looks really good. 57, 5800 is sort of ideal in the spin. 17, 18 is good in the launch. So really pleased with that. I thought this 4-iron was really solid. A little more intimidating
Yeah, for sure.
to look at this week's one. Definitely, like, you're going to want to trust your ball striking in order to go with it. But if ball striking is something, again, you trust, it's a really strong forearm.
Yeah, they look super clean, which is nice. And like I said, from back here, they sounded great. So
Yeah, no, they definitely do. I think the stronger ball strikers, Mikey, will really appreciate these. $749 Canadian, probably in the UK. Let's see if we don't have UK price on there.
Canadian, yeah.
Probably would be, UK pricing is probably going to be maybe $599.
Okay.
Something, I guess. I'm just trying to do that quick kind of conversion in my mind, maybe $549. And then USD is probably $649, $699, something like that. So
forge set for under $1,000 Canadian.
Really, really good. Low to mid handicapper is sort of the recommended range. I would definitely stay maybe sort of scratch to 8. Scratch to 8, scratch to 10.
I was going to say 10, yeah.
10 if you've got a little bit of speed and your ball striking's pretty good. Maybe there's other parts of the game are contributing towards that. That 10 being where it's at, and maybe your ball striking's at of a 6, 7, something like that. But yeah, I would say those types of golfers would really, really enjoy these. By far, these are my favourite of the bunch.
We giving these ones away?
We are going to give them away. We're actually going to give them all away.
Love it.
So the O1s, the O1Ts, and the O1CBs, going to give them away thanks to our friends at Caley Golf. We will take the specs of the winners, and we will bend the loft and lies and make sure that they are all kind of set to spec before we send them out. But a little early Christmas present for someone.
I love it.
Yeah, big thanks to the guys at Caley Golf for allowing us to do that. And obviously we love when companies send us full sets. It gives us an opportunity to take a look at the progressions and really give you guys our true thoughts on them, and then ultimately give them away where you guys can benefit from them. So I think it's a pretty cool prize.
Wicked.
Excellent stuff. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. We will leave some details following this video on how to enter. Stay tuned. Probably Instagram is where that will live. Yep. So stay tuned on to our Instagram page. If you don't follow us on Instagram, go ahead over there and follow us. That will give you automatic entry into the competition. Obviously on YouTube as well. Make sure you are a subscriber. That's your eligibility to be in the draw for these lovely Caley irons.
Love it.
Sorry, lefties. No
lefties.
No lefties as of right now. So righties, it's a banquet for you. Good stuff. All right, stay tuned for more. We'll see you again soon.